friends, welcome back to Backtracks Reacts. If this is your first time here, please come back so that the intro checks out. Today I have for you Watatabe, Watashi Otabe Tahita Danashi, or This Monster Wants to Eat Me, episode 11. I lied last time. I said we had 2 episodes left. Now we have 2 episodes left. It's a 13 episode core. We're so back. Last time, Shiori has been kind of going through it a little bit, talking to Miko, talking to everybody but Hinako and herself. I had a few good, really nice comments on the last episode. I don't know why, but Watatabe, for some reason, gets really good comments. And so thank you for that. Let's see. One by DYWIPI. I don't think Shiori quite has all her masks down. All of her talk about being nothing more than a monster who could never form bonds is her biggest coping mechanism. If that's just who she is, immutable and forever by her intrinsic nature, then there's no point in worrying about it and no need to make yourself emotionally vulnerable pursuing it. But if she could be someone else and has just chosen not to be or failed to take the opportunities that presented themselves, then it's all her fault. It might even mean that she has a good reason to reach out to people, forcing her to choose between risking hurting herself and others yet again or choosing to persist as she is, knowing that the pain it causes her isn't inevitable. It was because she chose it for herself. That's a perfect gloss. That's no notes. And it's something that she's been really testing the waters with these relationships, and especially Hinako and because she is able to feel included in the light that, calling her light, the Yuri thing, everything. It's hard and it's rough, and it's change and something that she needs to do. I go back to the conversation where they where Shiori says that we can't be friends. We can't ever be friends. This whole relationship is transactional. It's what she keeps telling Hinako. She's just a lying, manipulative monster. All of her kindness is just her own selfish wins. The transactional nature of that, yeah. They can never have a true connection with each other, but if that's what she really fully believed, then it wouldn't have hurt her so badly for Hinako to finally agree with her. She believes all that about herself, but some tiny part of her she never even realized existed was hoping that somehow Hinako would prove her wrong. Mermaid who thought she lost all hope loses last additional bit of hope she didn't even realize was still there. There's massive cognitive dissonance here. It hurts to imagine that she could be real friends with Hinako, so she has to shut that down immediately. And after all, if she really was just a cunning, manipulative monster, she'd have no reason to not simply go along with Hinako's delusion in order to manipulate her further. But it also hurts for Hinako to stop believing they could be real friends. She's not lying to Miko or Hinako anymore, but she's still lying to herself. Yes. I really do like that friends conversation. It's so important. All masked down except for the one she wears to convince herself. She's vulnerable, but she's not getting to. She's still dancing around, right? The whole thing about every single conversation in Watatabe is people kind of skirt around things that they need to address. And so that final battle within the self, everything comes to a head when we confront that. Let's see. Yeah, I got I got an interesting reaction to one of the discussion points that I brought up. I initially thought it was a spoiler, but Majorzy provided some extra context. Just like I was like, why are people spoiling that Shiori's name was just a thing she picked out at the beginning of their meeting? But then I realized it was an unadapted part of the manga where it is going to be adapted in this episode, but totally fair to assume that it wouldn't be. So fair enough, not technically a spoiler. I'm glad I actually talked about it and then there was some confirmation or deconfirmation. doing that for extras, bonus chapters, stuff like that. When I called that the ED for what's her name? Was IMA was going to be like was a bonus chapter that was just adapted into an ED. Totally fair, but yes. More of the comment from Majorzy. No, it was more character analysis. Thank you guys for being very respectful with your comments and adding a lot to the discussion. Let's get into Watatabe. What does this all mean for Hinako? We've seen Shiori's side. We've seen her willingness to come to the table, put the masks aside, everything except for her own, and be vulnerable and talk. How does this come to a close? We are 3 episodes to the end. We're 3 episodes to the end. How does it go? I don't know. It's very scary. Watatabe has been gradually surprising me more and more. Cause like the premise, initial, we have the whole thing, and then we develop the characters to their kind of logical endpoints. If the premise was all that was there in like episode 4 or 5, and then we go the scenarios of what do we do after this? Okay, let's change the premise a little bit. Let's flip the script, and now we're here, and I don't know what to think. We're just gonna keep doing narrative fuckery and wonderful at times happening. Let's do it. Too much rambling. In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, back here. All right. This is a good energy. I did not get like consecutive sleep or connected sleep, but I got good enough to talk like this. I don't know. I would like to. Oh fuck no. I want it for you. The selflessness. It's not mermaid flesh, but yeah. Rain is really good. She's in fucking everything too, so it's not hard to find her doing things. I think she was in like the last 3 seasons of anime that I watched, and also in Chainsaw Man Reize. Aww. Exchanging the hairpin. Oh yeah, it's the same soundtrack. Like we're using from last episode. I was like, ooh, Jim Defeat. We're back. Pulling back. That to her hair. It's time to change strains now, senpai. 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Let's sing the song. I want to sing the song. No, not that octave. So the Romaji is present online, but it's not on like any of the sites. Like it's not on Watatabe fandom or anything like that. I had to. Mama yorondeita kunaku kyona hibini soshita hikari utakata no ne fukai umi no iro ima momunu eguru tato natsu no niyoi wasuretaku nai sore demo ne do. Oh fuck, it's a different chorus. Oh, it's different. Okay. Ah, watashi wanna go. Ta-da, ta-da. Oops. Banger. Okay. I don't know. I was just in a singing mood today. Old morning. Samatai asa. Back we are with Hinako. Na oh, Nakucha Naranai. Okay, yeah. Self narrative, yes. Keep you alive for my own personal sake. And that's true. Ikitakunai, sure. Poor girl. It's so over. Go to her house, check up on her. I'm already suspicious of you on taking the turn. Fuck you. Uh, not allowed to die. And she still kind of believes that for whatever reason. Fish girl. What's this fish doing here? Hmm. Oldie. Um. It's all shit you told her, ain't it? Yeah. Meaningful change. Absolute necessity. A little sit. Involved in a little sit with your friend. You mad we're less than 5 feet apart? Hmm. Thank you, local deity. Spam it. No. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It was so easy. I'll close the door now. No. Deferring. Oh, did you come to school? Miko doesn't pressure like that. The fact that I can trust in that. Yeah. Comparison. Interesting. Are Yuri's gone? No! Ugh. All Yuri is lost. It's over, guys. I can feel both. It's not a competition. Breath taken there. So important. Just keeping you alive for our own selfish reasons. It's not for me to do. Mm. It's okay to be late, girl. Oh, you're right there. Heavy rain. Any signs? Of course, yep. Alright. Oh, okay. Ending swap. Alright, the that's not the anime I thought that would do it this season, but alright, sure. I really like Yuri Ishikawa's voice. Let's go ahead. Another version. Okay. Okay. This is a tough one. It was always going to be. He needed to breach it. That's important. While Shiori and Miko are going through their much necessary changes in perspective and acts of trying for Hinako, Shiori remembering everything that Hinako gave to her. That's not what the story's about. Not primarily. It's rough. It's living is hard. Um, I personally have not had suicidal thoughts or tendencies. I think the concept of dying and not not being able to exist or do anything forever is so much scarier than living another day. I just but I know people who have been there, who have attempted, who I've had to talk down. My partner, my one partner, now my one partner that I've had who I am not in contact with anymore. This is a story about Hinako and anything and everything these yokai, because she doesn't even have people in her corner, are doing. Humans in her corner, I shouldn't say. Yokai are people too. Doing everything they can for their own selfish reason and ability to chance the opportunity to make Hinako want to live again. Through hypnotic influence, through being there for her as a friend, teaching her how to cook, staying by her, wishing, or making plans with her, whether that be, to inevitably eat her. It provides her a goal. And it was never the Shiori never intended to actually eat her. It was just building up her life so that she could live with a solid foundation, and so that she did not need the lies, the hypnosis, the "you must live on for our sake" to be the only thing guiding her. And we didn't do it fast enough. It's hard getting up in the morning. It's hard doing everything that you need to for the day. It takes so much time and energy. It is a miracle that society works the way it does. And that people can just kind of go about their day living. The one thing, that makes it worth it is the fact that you get to live with other people. But Hinako feels this betrayal, these lies compounded on everything. She still thinks of Miko, but it's not enough to get her there. It's not enough for her to consider that the benefits of being here outweigh the tragedy of everything that has happened, and the want to be with her family. Dad, mom, big brother. If anything takes her back to those times, so a love of life, as Shiori said. Words I believe, promise I can. They're all lies, so it's okay for me to just throw it all away. These are not all lies. Some of them are contradictory. Shiori does honestly and genuinely want Hinako to live, and to live her best life. She just doesn't want her to die. She just doesn't want to eat her. Somehow, Miko's still in her thoughts, but it's rough. Not being able to talk down someone who is so close to you and that you treasure so dearly. You're a yokai, you have to live with it longer. Dear God. Shiori's the one to stop her. Oh my god, my my Watatabe alarm. Okay. Yokai mode on. Yokai mode off. Wait, what am I doing? No, that's not right. You're doing it wrong. Stop it. I need to address you as a fellow human being, as a fellow one soul to another. I want to talk. It's not what I wanted to tell you. It's not a how dare you. No accusatory. Were you really actually trying to throw yourself to this schmuck? Was anyone okay? The jealousy and the protectiveness of Hinako in full flare. But no. That's not what she wants to come through in this moment, cuz what she has to say is more important than that. I wanted to talk. This is why stories are told, right? If you follow the kind of storytelling reasons and logic and kind of maps of meaning. I haven't read through the full book yet, but I'll get to it. The idea is that you take these important, like, hard life lessons, you learn them from media first, so that you can understand and apply them to real life and live better. It is the most difficult thing to portray a protagonist, a character who's all the way down. But that's when it's the most important. And that's when it hits the hardest. Because people need that. Hinako's story doesn't hit me personally as hard as it would be an invaluable experience and story for people that can't live like I do. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that. This is... wow. I understand it. I know in my heart how something like this may feel. I think I need to sit with this one. You know? I think I might stew on it a little more and definitely interact with comments this time. This one's important. But right now, There's so much. It's maybe perhaps too much for me to deal with at this point in time right now. I don't think that in my mind, but like, nothing's coming up. Fuck. Okay, so what we're gonna do, talk it out. Talk it out in the comments. This, out of any episode, I need this one to be as populated as possible with room for personal experiences, personal reactions to this moment, any analysis of any part of this. Composition, OST, lighting, the scenery and the setting. The insert song, like, it started out with like "Cold Fingers" is the lyric. I couldn't make out the rest of it because, you know, I was focused on all of this. The fact that they changed up the OP, the ED. Because of course they would. Of course, yeah. No, they already did it once. Why not? Why not a second time? This one's easier. How the show punches up, you know, above its pay grade, because it is a, for all intents and purposes, a standard anime production, not to say like incredibly well animated or anything. It is a straightforward adaptation, and it cuts corners where it needs to for pacing, and like a lot of the manga stuff is left out. But whatever we need to do, it's done. And moments like these are treated with the weight that they deserve. I have been surprised by Watatabe before. This one definitely takes the cake. I would love to talk about it with everybody in the comments, but for now, I have to end here. Thank you everybody for coming out to Watatabe this week. I hope to hear from you, and I hope to join in on this conversation. And I hope to live in that space for a little while. Bye bye bye.